If you talk to a cop, they'll tell you about the relentless black on white, black on cop hostility they experience and violence they experience every day on the job. They're at the tip of the spear. So when I read in the newspapers that 8 cops in New York City have committed suicide this year, it really helps us understand how a cop could find himself in a situation where he thinks there is no other way out other than killing himself. But if you talk to a cop, they also tell you that they're trained for that. They're ready for that. Nobody's ready for the level of it, but supposedly they're ready for it. But even lots of cops can't take it anymore. But when they start talking about other people at the tip of the spear, people who aren't trained for it, people who don't have the protection, they're talking about firefighters, EMTs, cab drivers, and bus drivers. Bus drivers are at the tip of the spear of being victims of relentless black hostility every damn day. Just like these recent stories show.
An RTA bus driver grabs an angry passenger, a woman, and he pushes her back into a seat. Then, when he walks away, she follows him, and it turns into a fist fight.
No, touch me again, ho! Touch me again, let's go!
That bus driver suspended for this, now under investigation. This happened a week ago in Shaker Heights. Video just released to the I-Team.
Strike me! Again! I will hurt you!
Earlier, the I-Team gave you the first look at this with cell phone video from a witness. Now we see the full incident. See how it started. The passenger stormed to the front in a rage.
I'm warning.
It is more to it, and we need to see more.
The union for drivers not convinced the video tells the entire story. The union understands why the driver is under a spotlight, also asking questions, though, about the passenger getting aggressive, saying she was mad the driver was late.
No one should be in fear. It's not right. I mean, I'm not going to come to your workplace and attack you. You shouldn't come into my workplace and attack me.
Meantime, you should know what RTA is not releasing yet. No calls from that bus driver to his dispatcher or to police, and no police report. First, RTA said any police report is confidential. Now, RTA says it does not even have an initial report with basic facts of what happened.
He got me back on the bus!
Finally, the driver wouldn't let the passenger off the bus, waiting for police. A prosecutor reviewing what you're watching, deciding on any criminal charges. Other passengers didn't do a lot to break it up, and it kept flaring up until police came, even with a tug-of-war over a phone.
Well, we've seen the surveillance footage, but new cell phone video giving us a slightly different look at a fight between an RTA bus driver and a passenger. The driver was suspended, and both parties are facing charges. Victor Williams breaking down what happened from that new video.
Video shot from a passenger's cell phone shows the moments RTA bus driver Anthony Leslie decided to get physical with bus rider Sierra Gill. The doors are closed, but you would have thought it was a bell ringing as the two started to fight, giving it everything they had. Most passengers watched the fight from outside the bus, trying to stop it, even knocking on the windows. However, they realized that it was nothing that they could do.
Take him off of her.
Several minutes pass and the two are still at it. Leslie is seen overpowering the woman, pinning her down between seats.
Get the f*** off that shirt. Like I said, let me go. Get your let me go, bitch. Hey, let me go.
Eventually, the two are separated as tempers continue to flare. RTA decided to immediately suspend their employee without pay, but now both parties are facing legal issues. The 56-year-old driver is being charged with aggravated disorderly conduct and unlawful restraint, while the passenger 30-year-old Gill is being charged with 2 counts of aggravated disorderly conduct. Victor Williams, 19 News.
Leslie's been an RTA bus driver since 2015. He will remain suspended without pay until the end of the investigation.
Surveillance video from a BX11 shows the girls pulling the front windshield wipers in the Claremont section on June 25th. The teenagers then threw rocks and a chair into the bus. One of them is seen picking up a brick and throwing it into the side of the bus, breaking a window. Police say the bus driver told them to get off the bus when the girls got into some sort of a dispute.
And most people think black people can't be racist either, by the way.
Why you run? Come back.
Stop being rude, mother. Honky, bro. Bye. You left.
Route 19, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive to College via 20th Street.
Not at all.
Drive to College via 20th Street.
You right? How you doing? I'm cracking your teeth on my heart. I'm getting these ribs on the come on now. I'm cracking your teeth on my heart.
Come on now.
Somebody help you out and then you sleep on the bus. I'm not sleeping. I'm just excuse me. Would you bring in the car of security? I'm not sleeping. I'm just excuse me. Would you bring in the car of security?
Wow.
Okay.
You heard me? You said you white. You white. I'll break your jaw. Oh, bitch. Hold on. That's right. Stop. Cause I'm gonna get on. Stop. What you wanna do? What you wanna do, bitch? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? Bitch. You heard me? You said you right. You right. I'll break your jaw. You a bitch. Hold on. That's right. Stop. Cause I'm gonna get on. Stop. I'm gonna get on. What you wanna do? 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 Big child. Vodka Johnson. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm alright. Vodka Johnson. You're paying for it in the show. You. Vodka Johnson. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm alright. Vodka Johnson. You're paying for it in the show. You.
Of interest in the attack on an RTD bus driver. They released new pictures of the man earlier today. That attack happened on May 20th near Dayton and Jewel. Police say the suspect was a passenger and started demanding to get off the bus. He got angry when the driver told him he had to wait until the next stop. The driver was seriously injured in the attack.
Attack and robbery on a Muni bus. The victim, the driver, who was only trying to enforce the rules. Good evening. I'm Alan Martin.
And I'm Veronica Dela Cruz. The onboard attack happened yesterday afternoon off Burnett Avenue and Park Ridge Drive near Twin Peaks.
KPI X5's Dalian live aboard a bus with what makes the attack so disturbing.
Well, Alan, the attack happened on this bus here, the 37 line, Corbett line. It's typically one of the safest bus routes in the city. Now, what's also unusual about this is these teens actually robbed the driver after they jumped her. San Francisco police say it started out as fare evasion. A group of teenagers boarded the bus and didn't pay. Investigators say the teens and the female Muni driver argued. They say at least 2 teenage girls punched and kicked the driver. After they beat her, police say the teens ran off with the driver's cell phone, backpack, and tablet.
I'm surprised that it's on this run because this is one of our community lines. It's mostly locals.
The attack happened yesterday afternoon on the 37 Corbett line at the corner of Park Ridge Drive and Burnett Avenue, just below Twin Peaks. It was all captured by surveillance cameras. The footage now with the police.
We have about 10 to 12 cameras aboard every vehicle in the system, and that provides different angles for viewing. It does capture audio in most circumstances.
The SFMTA says assaults on Muni operators have declined by 33% since 2015, when they saw about 770 cases. 2016, 675 reports. 2017, 575, and down to 522 cases last year.
Those are only the cases that actually get reported. I know operators on a daily basis that get harassed, threatened, intimidated, bullied, assaulted, who don't report it because of fear of retaliation.
Many drivers say their job can be dangerous since they deal with all kinds of people.
I haven't been assaulted, but I've been threatened several times.
A lot of drivers don't like to use the glass barrier. They urge the police and the district attorney to follow through when they do catch the attackers.
If somebody assaults an operator, we need to start prosecuting. And I'm not talking about giving that person a community service or a slap on the hand.
San Francisco police have not released the surveillance footage of this attack. As for the driver, she is doing okay. She was treated and released at the scene. I'm told she's 31 years old, been on the job since 2016. Live on the 37 Corbett line, I'm Darling.
Please, sir, I want some more.
I got a kick out of the union official there who figured it out. You know, they started throwing the numbers at him, and they say, well, all this is going down, down, down every year, man. It's not even really a problem anymore. You're cherry picking. No, he got her squared away right away, but he said he missed out one thing when he said, yeah, everybody fears retaliation, where they do these victim surveys every year. And they say, were you a victim of a crime? Go, yeah, this happened, that happened. What'd you do? Well, I didn't even call it in. Why not? I didn't call it in because I don't think, A, they could catch the guy, and I don't think if they caught him, they would do anything to him. So that's where the bus drivers are. No, the stuff's not going down. It's going... See, here's the thing. Talking about trends is tricky because the numbers are so terrible. But we can tell you for sure, you talk to a bus driver every damn day, he's right in the middle of this. These threats, these spitting, the violence, the harassment. You know, people coming on the bus saying, hey, man, I ain't got the money for fare. Go F yourself. That's a bus driver. Every day. They probably see more than any other business of how the black kids get angry.